This video is brought to you by TrevorBauer.com, the only place that you can get official Bauer outage merchandise. We got headbands, we got hoodies, we got shirts, and we have a lot more coming very, very soon. So go on over to TrevorBauer.com today and get yourself some merch. And just a quick word, I wanted to say, if you've ever been bullied, if you've ever felt down about yourself or questioned if things are gonna get better, I've been there, okay? I've been there. And just like you're going to, I found a way to get through it. So if you ever need a confidence boost, if you ever need a pick-me-up, or just to feel like someone's there with you by your side, throw on the Bauer Outage B and know that I'm right there with you and you got this. Today we are breaking down my best start ever, and if it wasn't my best start ever, it had to be close. Reds, Braves, playoffs 2020. Let's jump into it. First pitch of the game to Ronald. Does not like that fastball in from that reaction. Seems like it got on him a little bit quicker than he was hoping for. Go back in there. Ooh, definitely didn't like that one. Got a little stare down there, a little like whip of the head back, like, what are you trying to do here? Kind of trying to intimidate me? You don't intimidate me, Ronald. Just dotted cutter, nowhere close to that. Think you're getting a 2-0 fastball? You're not. Now you're like looking at me like, oh, I'm seeing you so well. You ain't seeing that well at all, dude. Just the whole like Juan Soto light tactics. And then you just pop a fastball up. Yeah. Come on, dude. Now this guy can hit. A little backdoor cutter action. Did not get it where I needed to, and great catch by Nick Castellanos. Hell of a play there. Very nice first inning. I forgot it was that quick. Nick Castellanos just doing work out there. Yeah, I kind of chewed Acuna up all day on the breaking stuff. He did not like that. Missed my spot. Actually ended up in a better spot, as you can see down there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Dotted cutter right there. I had excellent command of my cutter and slider in this game, so it made all righty lineup very easy. Nice backdoor cutter right there. Get it right where I want to. Takes a bad hop on Joe over there at first. So I do remember at this point, like in the playoffs, if you make an error or if you get a guy on, give up a hit, there's a walk, anything, hit batter, like one base runner feels like a mountain to climb as a pitcher to get out of it, and it also feels like you scored 4 runs as an offense. So like everything's just magnified in the playoffs. So I do remember here it's 1 out. Thankfully I have 1 out, but I remember like, oh great, here we go, because now you got this guy at the plate who bangs, hits a lot of homers. Now if I give up a homer right here, 2 runs, you know, and that's going to be a mountain to climb because we were facing Fried. We didn't hit lefties very well. He shoved. Like obviously, knowing what I know now, we scored 0 runs in this playoff series, so none of it really would have mattered. However, that's the mindset that I have right now at this point in the game. Is like, uh-oh, like this is going to be tough to get out of it. So try that. Yeah, that cutter could have been hit a long way. Like that's how it unfolds right there. Like I missed. You can see like where in the zone, like this here is danger zone. That ball barely missed danger zone, all right? So even though it ends up in the green, like that's not a super confident place to throw it, and that easily could have been 2 runs on the pitch after an error. Like game could change drastically just like that, and it's the playoffs. So like you're just not gonna get a whole lot of runs because it's all about winning this game. In the regular season, you might be able to come back because maybe their bullpen's down or they're gonna extend their starter or whatever. In the playoffs, you ain't coming back from that. So got away with that one for sure. There's that cutter again, much better. Albies is fast, so he took off. I think he ends up stealing this base actually. Come back with a slider now. So I went cutter, cutter. Now I throw the bigger sweepy slider and just miss the strikeout. Try the fastball up. So yeah, that base was stolen 100% off of me. Anytime a catcher gets, so Kurt's in this position, he gets a fastball that's up. I mean, you can't draw up a pitch any better from a throwing standpoint. Like it takes his glove right to his hand right there, and he gets off a really good throw, and you can see where this throw is. I mean, Kurt did everything that you could ask for in a catcher right there. So this base was stolen 100% off me, and you can see why. Like looking at my delivery right there, you can see buckle the knee, and then how high of a leg kick I have, and by the time the ball gets to the plate, obviously just stole that one off me. So now 0-2, he just took the fastball up, so it's like I need a punch out right here because I cannot let this ball get put in play. So I think I go back to the slider if I remember correctly. Yeah. So now that pitch right there, he fouled off a cutter there and a slider there. Then I went to the fastball up top just to show that I will throw a fastball, so it raised his eye level a little bit, also sped him up a little bit. Come back, throw the same slider that I threw the pitch before the fastball, and we get the swing and miss. That's huge for me right there because we got this guy out here on second who's going to score on anything that gets through. So he's asking right here, is that a strike? It was. But now I'm like, okay, I can get out of this. Well-placed fastball right there to Dansby. Slider? Oh, cutter. So 86 on the cutter, that's the hardest I've thrown it, so I'm definitely like feeling the adrenaline a little bit here. Really good take there. I don't know how he took that. He should have swung at that. 2-1. Ooh. What happened there? How did we miss a pitch? How did we get to 2-2? I don't know how we got to 2-2, but yeah, apparently we missed a pitch in here. Okay, well, I do remember this pitch. I was trying to throw the slider like here to ended up here. Definitely started off here and ended up middle. Got away with it, but hard pitch to hit because this pitch is starting. So this pitch has a lot of lateral movement, so it ends up here. It probably starts off over here, so it's hard for the hitter to hang in there. And you kind of see this, like, he goes and like tries to hang in, the front hip kind of goes out early, the shoulder kind of goes out early, and we luckily just get away with that one. But got out of the jam, got a little bit of a strut going on there. I would have been so obnoxious in this game if we had gotten a run. Ugh, I was feeling so good. Markakis, 2 fastballs up out of the zone. Need an off-speed pitch here for a strike. Oh, come back with a fastball. He just was looking to take, I think. He's pretty patient. Fastball away. So clearly the intent was to throw hard stuff here. We're missing some pitches. Where are all these pitches? He absolutely nukes that front hip right there, and so I think I go to an off-speed pitch. I didn't go to a changeup. What do I go to? Oh, freeze fastball down away. I got a little lost on that at bat. There's some pitches missing in there. It kind of threw me off. I don't know what exactly was going through my head. Oh well. Slider or cutter. There's the slider. Nope, okay, both of those were cutters. So we're trying to attack down away with cutter. Fastball up, miss. Now obviously you see, if we go back a little bit there, you see we have a ton of room here on fastballs. I just overthrew that for some reason. Dot a fastball down away. Nice little thing I just noticed right there, like watch Kurt's glove. This is clearly a strike, but he works there and then he's catching the ball coming back towards the middle. He like beats the ball this way and then catches it with his glove moving this way. And just working back there, even on something that's clearly a strike. Now we're 2-2. Ooh, almost got the take, or almost got the swing there. That definitely had a lot of the plate the entire way. Did we get... Try the freeze. So I was trying right here, so we throw the slider that started here and worked off. So now I'm trying to start the fastball here and work it back on and get the freeze. I just missed a little bit inside. He wasn't super close to it, so it was pretty safe right there. And now I think I go back to the slider and get the swing. Yeah. So start the fastball here and it works in. Then you start the slider here and it works out, and you can't really take it because you just saw the fastball right there that was a strike. So good little sequence there to end the at bat. All right, back up with Acuna here. Curveball. First time I've thrown a curveball to a righty this game, so mixing some stuff in. Oh, got away with that one. He was right on it. Gave me a little shoulder shrug, looked at me. Oh, he wanted it. You wanted it. Check that. Nope, didn't get it. Okay. I always enjoy, side note, like facing Acuna because he's really good. And he like kind of talks shit. Not talking, but like he does antics like this where he's like nodding his head and looking back, so it like ratchets up the intensity of the at bat. We have some good battles. Try the slider again. Okay, so we got the really big check swing. Now we got a slightly less check swing. We're at 2-2. And now you just get had. Whoop! You just take the fastball right down the middle. And you're like, okay. Hit it with the strut. Definitely won that one. So Freddie hit the first pitch cutter here that was supposed to be here, the first at bat. So now we start a slider that starts more off the plate and ends up here, and we get the take. Not sure why I went back to that exactly, but clearly I thought that that was a good opening pitch. Oh yeah, now we get the fastball up that he's late on. Does a really good job of trying to get the barrel there, but the barrel path was like too steep and he just kind of sliced it. Let's see here. We get another... Oh, that's right, this at bat. I really wanted the back foot cutter swing. I don't know why. Should have just gone right back to the fastball up. Try the slider in there. Like, I don't know why, but like this pitch was wide open on the fastball. I should have just gone right back there. And then we hit him in the back knee with a slider. Just dumb. Dumb baseball. I knew I had an automatic out on the back end of it, so it wasn't too bad. I think he was really mad this at bat because that ball was just slightly off. He's right, that was a ball. Now he comes back and he swings at that one. We're just going all sliders. Like I said, he just does not like the ball moving away from him. At least he didn't at this point in time, so we're just going to it. Fouls that off. He just looks uncomfortable swinging at it, you know? Almost swings there. Do I even give him a fastball? Because like right now is a great time to just stick a fastball down and away, but I don't even think I think it was just like, how did you catch that, Kurt? What? Look where this ball hits. Like this is nowhere close to the plate. And how does Kurt even get? And that is one hell of a save right there. Props to you, Kurt Casale. Thank you, my friend. Because that would have been man on second, nobody out. That would have been a very bad thing. Does he get his fastball? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not happy. Yep, has something to say. So you got two pitches that were like right there. You got a slider and you got the fastball called strike. So robo-ump, he's probably correct. But yeah, you're just going to have to take that one. That pitch was dotted. Perfectly executed. And now we got Dansby. No, was that Dan? Oh, that was Darno. Yeah, I knew he was a good candidate for the slider as well. So I was not scared of facing those two guys at all. It's really the like Freddie and Albies, the lefties that I was, that I was a little bit more conscious of. So we kind of undressed him there a little bit on pitch one. Missed down and in with pitch two. Both fastballs. Now this is a great time to throw a changeup going away from him, but I didn't throw any changeups, so we just go fastball down away, and yeah, take a risk of getting that absolutely smoked, which he did, just went a little bit foul. Tried the backdoor slider that ended up the backdoor cutter, I guess, 87. That ended up back foot, so get away with a miss there. Curveball, really bad swing. So I know if I go back to that, I probably have him, but I don't think I do. Why are you hitting that? Try the backdoor slider. Should have just gone back to the curveball, maybe would have hit a little bit harder, but like that's one of the areas where like that's a routine ground ball to second base, except for the fact that we were in a shift, so you hit it slow enough that like no one could get to it. Just odd things. But yeah, this is a big moment in the game. You know, Duvall again, so give up a homer here, and he hit a lot of them, it's game over pretty much. So got to be careful here. I think we just slide him away, go to my best pitch. Yeah. Usually I would start off like cutters and then throw the big one, but clearly in this situation I just went to the big one, the sliders. It's like, yep, you're just going to see all of this pitch. And like I said, I had really good command of it all day, so I was pretty confident that I could throw enough strikes with it. But this is basically like, yeah, you're just getting all sliders, and we're going to see who wins this at bat. And I win that at bat. That is so well placed. Look at that. I just want to watch that again. My goodness. What a great pitch. Yeah, a little stare right there. Yeah, I was pretty locked in. Way more locked in than I should have been for a 12 noon game in front of no fans for a playoff game. Slider, Dansby, well placed. Curveball. Not where I wanted it, but clearly ended up in a pretty good position, so I'm not mad about it, but definitely not a well-located one. Back foot slider that was supposed to be a down-away slider, so I missed badly with that one. Pulls it way foul, but that tells me exactly where he's at. Come back, get the fastball by him. He actually had a pretty good chance of hitting that pitch, so yeah, got away with it. And then curveball. Yeah, that's a sword, sir. That is a sword. Should have given him the sword. It's a good sequence right there. Slider that started, now I'm talking about the last at bat, of course, but slider that starts here that ends up back foot, so you get this. Then you get a fastball that ends up in here, and then you get a curveball that starts off kind of similar in between the two pitches. So it looks like, yeah, both of these are going to be a strike, and then it's just like nowhere close. So not a whole lot he's going to be able to do when I execute a sequence like that. Got Riley, fastball by him up. Curveball, clearly made a decision like, okay, second time through I'm going to offer them something a little bit different than what they've seen, so I started going with some curveballs to the righties. Fastball down. Danger zone, but got away with it. And then Acuna, little foot shuffle right there. I think this is the double that he hits off me. If it is, he absolutely smoked it. Yeah, I mean, that's a well-placed fastball. This is the leadoff guy of the inning. Hustle double. Well, I guess that wasn't really a hustle double. He deserved that double. He's getting the boys fired up. That's why I like Ronald. Plays with emotion, plays with passion. And so this is a situation where I'm like, this is not where I want to be. Not where I want to be at all, because I got no outs. I got Freddie Freeman at the plate, who I'm not going to be able to strike out, at least reliably. Like when Freddie strikes out, it's like an accident almost, but you can't reliably strike him out. There's certain hitters that you're like, okay, if I need a strikeout here, like I can expose a certain part of your swing, or I can just go to a certain pitch or whatever. Like there isn't anything like that with Freddie. So I'm like, I need to get an out here, but I don't have a reliable way to get an out. I'm like, I definitely can't give up a hit here. So I think we had him shifted. I don't remember exactly, but like that's what's going through my mind. Like this is not a good situation. I know if I can get through him, I can get out of this, but I'm like, this is the at-bat that's gonna make this inning. So go to that fastball that he was late on. We may have talked about going back to that. I may have seen that he was super late on it in between, because I just went right back to it to start this at-bat, which is what I should have done to end the last at-bat with him. We try to go to the fastball again. So clearly I made a decision like, okay, he's on off-speed stuff. There's that back foot cutter that I hit him with last time. I hit him with the slider, but that kind of back foot sweeping towards him. That ball should have been a homer. I tried to get it backdoor, left it in the zone. That spot on the slider to a lefty is the most dangerous spot. After I got away with that, I was like, okay, I can maybe get out of this. Tried to give him the curveball like down here for the chase. Luckily, it like kind of caught the zone. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have swung at it. But he's a professional hitter. Did exactly what he was supposed to do. If he's going to be out, moves good old Ronald over here to third base. And so now I'm like, okay, I need to strike out here for sure. Like, that's what I'm chasing. Like, no one else is putting the ball in play this inning. I need strikeouts. Nasty slider, nowhere close to it. Nasty slider, nowhere close. I think, do we get an out right here? Yep. Ball came back, which is huge for me. So that was a really tough play for Kurt, because you have to navigate this whole, he's running over here. He doesn't know where these guys are. He doesn't know where the circle is. He doesn't know where the hitter is. So his eyes are on the ball. You have to navigate the fact that there's a netting and a fence right here. So as the ball likely is on the outside part, the stands part of the fence, and it's working its way back this way because of the backspin. So he's seeing it. He's got to know where this is so he doesn't trip against it. And he kind of looks like he steps on this metal right here, which is drainage. So his cleats are going to be slipping on that. Somehow maintains his footing and catches it without falling. And now he ends up kind of tripping over the donut right there. That could have been really bad. Could have been a rolled ankle, could have been a slip. And at the end of the day, the worst thing that's going to happen is it's a foul ball. But we need that out right there. So that was a hell of a play by Kurt. And now I feel pretty good about this one. Like, okay, that's a strike. Kurt's, I think, mad that he didn't catch that better because he knows it's a strike. That was absolutely dotted. But I'm like, I am not giving up a hit right here. And I was like, feeling it. My best stuff of the day came out. Get out of this jam. There's 96. That was really the only pitch. Like, if you're going to hit a pitch, like, that was the one. And I'd thrown him so much off-speed stuff that he missed it. And then we come back with the slider. He had a pretty good hack at that. And then he just gets the doors blown off. Bang! 96. And I'm fired up. Kurt's fired up. I'm fired up. I mean, it's 0-0 in a playoff game. Like, we break on top in this one, a 3-game series. Like, we're probably winning the series. So that was a huge moment. Also zapped my energy. So I do remember being exhausted at the end of this game. I get through the 7th, and I tell David at the end of the 7th, I was like, look, I'll give you more. I can go out there for another one. I can give you one more, but I can't get out of another jam. So, like, just have someone up behind me. But yeah, we got through the 7th pretty well. Backdoor slider or cutter. Get foul ball, strike one, go back to it. That was the slower one. That was the slider. So it's backdoor cutter, foul, backdoor slider. He chased out of the zone. And now we get, tried to go with the elevated fastball. So what I was thinking there is cutter that ends up here starts right here. Slider that ends up here starts like right over here. So I was like, I'll start a fastball that looks like it's starting here and run it up. And try to finish that kind of up here, get the swing and miss. But luckily we just get a pop-up, even though I kind of missed my spot. Sometimes you get lucky. Slider. He's seen a lot of sliders, so probably need to mix it up at some point, or just continue like dotting sliders, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes if you have a really good feel for a pitch, there's just days the guy's just not going to hit it. And yeah. Just keep throwing it, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we got the sword. That is a sword, sir. Yes, that's a sword. Oh, our little maps down here by 4-up got off a little bit, so that's not where I was intending to throw it. They've been pretty good all game, but something happened. So anyway, yeah, don't pay attention to the green dot anymore, I guess, if you were before. Anyway. Ooh, got away with that one. Tucker's in the game now. So also one thing to note, switching catchers in the middle of a game is tough because you have a rhythm with the one guy that you've been with the whole game, and he has an idea of the hitters and the sequences and stuff like that. Oftentimes the backup catcher isn't watching every single sequence in between innings, so he doesn't really know. I mean, he's watching the game, but he doesn't see like the home plate view, so he's not sure, was that a cutter, was that a slider, was it in, was it out, because he's just watching from the dugout. So difficult situation, kind of tricky to navigate when that happens. Got away with another one. Definitely looking a little bit tired here because I'm starting to leak stuff back to the middle. Both of those probably should have been hits. And then, yeah, just sprayed a fastball nowhere close. That was a free strikeout if I just get it in the zone. And then we get the bad swing on the slider away. So we lost some, oh man, what happened there? I think did we lose like part of that entire inning? So we get the pop up by Albies. We get the strikeout. Oh no, I guess we didn't. All right, well, that was the 7th. Clearly a little bit tired and started spraying stuff everywhere. Let's get back to the 8th. Well, Markakis, we sorted him last time. Backdoor slider that he chases. Thank you for letting me get ahead. Curveball that we get, nice little ground ball to my shift. Very nice. So that was 96th and 97th pitch of the game. So nice to have a short at bat because I was gassed at this point. And then we just start ripping sliders. Got the swing on the first one, miss on that one. I think we go back to the slider. Yep, got the swing, and then I think we go one more. Do we go another chase pitch and then get the strikeout on the fastball? Yeah, slider again. So I'm just ripping sliders. Clearly this was a matchup that's like, I'm not going to throw you anything but that. That's almost a sword. That should have been a sword. I want that. At some point I go to a fastball, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So after the miss over here, a couple misses over here, I'm like, oh, if I just paint a fastball there, he's going to take it. He didn't take it, but he was definitely late on it. You can see this ball is like well past his barrel before his barrel gets through. And I'm pretty fired up. I was like, I'm going to get through this. We need to score a run. But that was it. David came out to get me. I was gassed also, so probably the right decision there. And our bullpen was pretty nasty at that time of year. We had a whole stable of guys down there throwing fuel. So anyway, yeah, that was probably my best start. I think it was my best start because I just had such great command of my cutter slider combo. And that really got me through a righty heavy lineup. Really the only danger I was in was the error that led to 2 guys being on, and the leadoff double by Ronald that banged off the wall. I mean, it was a couple feet shy of being a homer. But yeah, that was my Brave start. Fun watching it. I missed the sword. I had 2 swords there. I could have given 2 people swords, and I hadn't invented the sword yet. So anyway, more of that to come this year. Every time I sword someone, they're getting it. But that's the Brave start. That's my playoff start. Let me know down below what game you want me to break down next. And if you haven't gone over to trevorbauer.com already, go get yourself some merch. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.